Yeah. Okay. Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Doctor Who Reviews. Episode number 5. This is the very first story featuring the Patrick Troughton version of the Doctor. Yes, it's a Dalek story. Nick, I reviewed, this is by far your, out of all your episodes you've done so far, 4 out of 5 have been Dalek stories. Because I love Dalek, that's simple. Just for this one, I did not buy it from Amazon. Oh no, I got this from Walmart. Yes, Walmart. Now, this is technically the first full story of Patrick Troughton version of the Doctor. And yes, it does feature Daleks. And one of 2 appearances they make in Patrick Troughton's entire 3-year run. Why? Well, the reason is because Terra Nation wanted their own spin-off in the US. Which went nowhere, because apparently maybe no student was interested in them. Yep. Now, this picks up exactly where the 10th Planet left off, when William Hartnell version of the Doctor regenerated into Patrick Troughton. It was very quick. They actually did a homage to this in... this was actually in the final 11th Doctor story, where they had him transform instantly into Peter Capaldi. Yep. That was the whole thing of, oh yeah, he's moving, Tara's okay. This is, of course, going to Ben. The actor himself since passed away. But the actress who played Polly, she's still alive, and she's 79. Now, fun little thing about this thing. Okay. You probably noticed in this DVD cover, this newly animated black and white color. Well, there is a reason for that. Because his whole story was lost. Yep, it was lost. It was one of a whole bunch of Doctor Who stories that were junked. Because BBC were a bunch of idiots back in the 70s. They apparently didn't think of saving room, so they basically burned or junk a lot of this stuff. They've never actually found this one, surprisingly. No, this is not the first one they've done an anime restoration of. This was actually the 6th one they did for. Yep, the 6th. Yeah, in the case of Patrick Troughton, there's a good chunk of them missing. It's this is the Highlanders, Underwater Menace, Moonbase, Makater, Faceless Ones, the Evil Daleks, Abominable Snowman, the Ice Warriors over Fear, actually one episode. I will discuss this one in a future video. Fury of the Deep, Wheel in Space, The Invasion, Space Pirates. Yeah, so 2 in season 6, 5, this is actually from season 4. This is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stories. Aside from season 3, this is a lot. Yeah, a lot. Now, what was the first one ever did the anime restoration of? It was... Well... This was not by BBC Studios. There's a whole bunch of them. The first one I did was, of course, Invasion. That'd be something I'll talk about in a future video. Now, pretty much right after the Doctor and the Companions, they ran a planet called Vulcan. You're probably thinking, Vulcan, you mean the people who do this from Star Trek? Well, not really, no. This is the Doctor Who version. Matter of fact, this particular story is referenced twice in New Who. Once in David Tennant's run, where there was, oh, you mean Spock? Like Vulcan. And this episode was also even referenced in Asylum of the Daleks, where one of the Daleks in the story actually survived. And it's been deemed insane. Yes. One of the many Daleks for this one is insane. Now, when he regenerates, apparently, here's the thing. Ben and Polly are not very trusting of the Doctor. Well, not this Doctor, anyways. Now, in the case of Patrick Troughton's Doctor, well, here's a good picture of him. Yeah, that's him right there. The thing with him is that Well, he's referred to as the Cosmic Hobo. Basically wearing a bow tie, which basically the Matt Smith version of the Doctor took a lot of inspiration from this very Doctor. Me personally, I love this version of the Doctor because of a simple reason. And that reason is, when I think of Doctor Who, like early Doctor Who, this is the Doctor I usually go to first. I never go to William Hartnell very much. If I do, it's mostly to watch 10th Planet. Which, by the way, this actually comes right after that. It is one of 2 times in the history of Doctor Who where, get this, a Cyberman story and a Dalek story come in the very same season. You were thinking, really? Yeah, really. Anybody thinking, that's kind of weird? Yeah. The only other time this happened was with Revenge of the Cybermen. And of course, well, Genesis of the Daleks, obviously. That was second time. Third time was 5 Doctors, and I think Resurrection Daleks came right after this one. No, it was actually a couple episodes right after that, but yeah, it only happened just a couple times in Classic Who. Everybody thinking, really? Yeah, really. It only happened twice. Yep. So, pretty much, they end with the planet Vulcan. He's posing as this inspector. Oh, and by the way, he actually wears a fez part of the story. The reason for the fez is something that is associated with the second Doctor, that the 11th Doctor decided to pick up some of his habits of wearing this damn thing. Yep. And apparently there's a scientist guy who actually found a spaceship, and inside of it is a bunch of Daleks. Yes, a whole lot of Daleks. Well, he activated one of them. And there apparently is a factory on board that makes more Daleks. And this guy who's deputy governor, that he went overthrow the current governor because he doesn't like him very much. Yeah, it's a lot of political stuff in this one. And like, I'll overthrow you, and then the new guy comes aboard because he's new governor, and he thinks he can control Daleks. He gets Daleks turned against him. Yeah, Daleks even go on a killing spree in this one. They kill a lot of people, which, unlike in the case of Destiny Daleks, where excuse me, in that one, people got killed by Daleks, displayed no emotion getting killed. This one, yeah, they do in fact do that. Yep. Eventually, the Daleks will stop, and then, of course, the Doctor goes his merry way. After, of course, even yes, there's a lot of deaths in this one, but don't worry, he pretty much deals with, well, a lot of our stuff. Yep. It's definitely a good story, per se. Yeah. Now, what happens next? Right after this one? Well, the Doctor meets Jim McCurran in the very next story. And you probably scratch like, really? You meet Jamie next? Yes. Yes, he does. Jamie McCurran actually appeared in like almost every story of the second Doctor except for this one. Yep. But in the case of the second Doctor, this is one of my personal favorite ones. And next time we see the Daleks, will be the evil of the Daleks. Yep, that's next time we see them. Yep. Well, yeah, this is mostly just to put them together. The last time technically the Daleks appeared prior to this very story was back in the Daleks Master Plan, which came out in 1960. Well, it last aired in 1966. This came out, I believe, in 1967. No, 6 is actually just the following year. Yeah, it actually just aired just the season just after this one. So that was the first Doctor story. Yeah, the Daleks Master Plan, which, if you watch this thing, even with the missing episodes, it is long. It is 12 episodes. This one, surprisingly, I believe is only 6. Yeah, it's only 6 episodes, and yes, the episodes are lost. But in my opinion, it's a great story. Now, if you want to watch this thing on this particular DVD, if you get a chance to get your hands on it, you can watch it color black and white. I decided to watch it in black and white purely for this reason, because that's how it originally aired, in black and white. Now, most of my age might find the black and whites to be kind of boring. Like, prefer color better. Me, doesn't matter to me. I like both. But it definitely is a good story. Artifacts cheap. Not necessarily, no. I think the anime restoration, I think did a great job, in my opinion anyways. I mean, it looks really good. And you're probably thinking, really? Is that Patrick Troughton's voice? Yes. From what I've heard for a lot of these anime restorations, they basically use actual recordings of the actors. Which, from what I heard, recorded off TV, and they use that for the voiceover work for this one and a lot of other anime restorations. Yeah. By the way, I give this one a 9 out of 10. It's definitely a good Doctor Who story. But it's not a Dalek story it's talked about very much. Well, for good reason. A lot of episodes, pretty much this is a lost story. Yep. Yeah. It's also by far the only one out of all Dalek stories actually deals with politics. Yes, this is by far the only one that does this. I think even the creator, Terry Nation, was probably like, yeah, I'm not going to deal with politics ever again. Yeah. But the thing is, this is not written by Terry Nation. Oh no, this is written by David Whittaker. And, well, Daniel Spooner, who did Uncredited Rerun in episode 1. The editor of this one was Gary Davis. Chris Berry was the one who directed this one. Is that the actual directing of this one's actually pretty good. Yep. Well, this is via the anime restoration. I, of course, never seen the original footage of this thing because it's lost. I only can tell this from the actual anime restoration. It just looks really good. I think that, like, if you like this stuff, you would thoroughly enjoy this one. Yeah, if you're curious, like, how much this cost me when I got it at Walmart, this only cost me about $16. You were thinking, really? $16 for a classic Doctor Who story? I thought it cost a lot more. Not really, no. Now here's the thing, I own some of the Lost Doctor Who stuff on this Lost in Time DVD. I will eventually watch that and do my thoughts on some of the stories of that one. Yeah, but in the case of Videos Night, that's going to be pretty much it for Videos Night. And I will save the remaining videos for tomorrow. Basically, it will be, well, a lot of hidden engine only I can enter. There's also Shaman King, and of course, How Another Season. Aside from these three, I'm going to do another Doctor Who review, which I have one more to talk about for the moment. I do have two more I'm going to be watching right now. I'm watching The Web of Fear. I got through the first 2 episodes of this one. I will eventually get a chance to finish watching it soon. I may get a chance to watch it tomorrow. Who knows? Yep. But see you next video. Bye.